He thought I forgave him. He thought I was still the sweet, loyal girlfriend who would swallow his lies and smile. But the moment he begged for me back, I quietly declared war. For 8 months, I lived right beside him, cooking his food, sleeping in his bed, while systematically dismantling every part of his pathetic little life. He still doesn't know. And next week, I disappear forever. If you've ever been lied to, cheated on, made to feel small, this is the story that'll make you believe in karma again. Hit like, subscribe, and buckle up. Because this revenge is slow, silent, and oh, so satisfying. You always think you'll know how betrayal feels. That you'll be strong. That you'll walk away the moment someone crosses a line. I thought that too. Until the night my reality shattered. It started with a message. A random girl on Instagram. A girl bold enough to attach screenshots of their conversations. Flirty messages. Pictures he'd begged her for. Plans. Lies about me. When I confronted him, I walked into that living room shaking, heart pounding so loud I could hear the pulse in my ears. I said, "Who is she?" He looked me dead in the eye and laughed. Said I was overthinking. Said she was crazy. Said I was being dramatic. And then I showed him the receipts. The color drained from his face. That guilty pause. That twitch in his eye. But even then, he tried to lie. Tried to gaslight me. Me. The girl who did everything for him. The girl who believed in him more than he ever believed in himself. It didn't take long for the arrogance to turn into desperation. He cried. He grabbed my hands. He promised he'd change. He said he couldn't live without me. And as he fell apart at my feet, something inside me clicked. I realized. He thinks I'm weak. He thinks he can break me and still own me. So I smiled, wiped his tears, and said the magic words. Okay, we can try again. But inside, I was already planning my revenge. I needed time, money, a way out. So I calculated. 8 months. 8 months to save for a deposit, furnish a new place, and sabotage every inch of his life. Not explosively. Not obviously. Slowly. Like water damage. You don't notice the rot until the ceiling collapses. The first time I hid something of his, just his keys, I expected guilt. I expected second thoughts. But the moment he panicked, the moment he snapped at me for his mistake, I tasted satisfaction. And I wanted more. Every day became a tiny victory. I misplaced his wallet just before he left for work. I cancelled his barber appointments, his dentist checkups. I signed for his parcels and opened them. I took bills from his cash stash, just enough to confuse him. I accidentally left his toothbrush in the toilet bowl. Every excuse believable. Every inconvenience subtle. He was unraveling. And I was right there, comforting him, pretending to support him. He used to love coming home to a perfectly cooked meal. Now, I burned his favorites. I served the stuff he hated most. And when he complained, I cried. I'm trying so hard, I'd whimper. He ended up eating cereal more nights than dinner. I started dropping forgetful girlfriend mistakes. I forgot to wash his uniforms. I left wet clothes in the washer overnight. Oops, wrong show, always picking ones he hated. Every time he looked annoyed, I pretended to be hurt. He started apologizing for being upset. His confidence crumbling. You know who deserved to know the truth? His parents. So I sat down with them and told them everything. Not angrily. Just tearfully disappointed. They were furious. Not at me. At him. The shame was delicious. Then came his friends. One night out, I suddenly needed to go home early. I clung to him, trembling, whispering. I still can't stop thinking about her. He missed half his best friend's wedding. consoling me in the parking lot. His friends stopped inviting him anywhere, said he was no fun anymore. And to spice things up, I was overly friendly with them, just enough to make him paranoid. He became insecure, jealous, pathetic. Meanwhile, I saved every penny. The more he clung to me, the deeper he fell into the trap. Each act was small on its own. A forgetting his birthday. A bringing up the cheating during a family dinner. A waking him up at 3 a.m. to talk. But the effect? Massive. He started sleeping less. Performing worse at work. Looking over his shoulder like a hunted animal. And I slept beautifully. As my savings hit the target, I ramped things up. I would stare at him sometimes, watching him sit slumped on the couch, dark circles under his eyes, self-esteem in ashes. And I'd think, you did this. You earned every second. He'd hug me and whisper, I'm so glad we worked things out. It took everything in me not to laugh. And now, we're at the end. Next week, he'll leave for work like any other day. Kiss me goodbye. Thank me for staying. And while he's gone, I will pack every piece of my life, walk out that door, and never, ever look back. He'll come home to no girlfriend, no explanation, no closure, just an empty apartment, and the echo of 8 months of rot finally collapsing. His life ruined from within, by the girl he thought he could lie to. He'll never know how. He'll never know when. He'll just know he lost the best thing he ever had. And he did it to himself. That is the beauty of silent revenge. If this story just gave you chills, hit that like button. Tell me in the comments, what would you have done to even the score? And make sure you subscribe for more unbelievable Reddit revenge stories, where justice isn't just served, it's savored. See you in the next one.